the best part. Oh, hi everybody. Welcome to Chungwe, Zambia. This is the first of many little videos that we hope to bring about so that you can get a flavor, not only to see us, but to hear from us as well.
So later on in this video, you're going to see little clips of New Hope Farm, which is where we're at right now. But we wanted to share with you a couple things. One is just how much we appreciate the prayer support that we get, the financial support, but again, just the friendships. And one of the other things that we wanted to share with you is the relationship building and how God has been working in the midst of that. So we're coming up on being here a year, and so we had a quick look back at, you know, just some of the things, and it would probably take hours of video to go through that. But we just selected out, I picked out one individual person that I built relationship with, and Renee is going to also share one of the relationships that she has. And one of them, what for me especially, is working with Bob. And you've probably seen photos of Bob in the past. So some of our newsletters we've shared with you about him, some of the things that he's done. But particularly recently, and this is where sometimes we don't fully understand where people are at in their understanding of themselves. And I had asked Bob if he would help here at New Hope, doing some of the construction work, and helping with the bricklaying and other things that would be going on here. And when I first asked him what his day rate would be, it was so low. I thought, this man has no idea of who he really is and the qualities that he brings, because I've worked with him in the past, and I thought, oh, I can't possibly pay him that amount of money. So we negotiate. Well, it wasn't much of a negotiation. I just told him, I'm going to pay you more than what you're asking for, because he's worth that. And as we've worked over these last couple months now here at the farm, especially, he's become kind of like the foreman.
Yeah. And a friendship is
building. And so that's the cool thing, is that even though we work together, there's a friendship that's building, and I'm looking forward to what that's going to look like in the next year as we continue on here.
It's funny because Chris's identity here and his position here is probably more clearly outlined than mine is. I mean, I've always been alongside Chris in whatever he does, but I think the highlight in this first year and the things that the Lord has been pointing out to both of us, as like Chris told you about the relationship with Bob, is the relationships. Yes, there's been a lot of projects started, some that are almost completed, great success stories, but I think the biggest thing God has really shown in our hearts is that it's about the heart of love and relationships that he builds and that he builds on, and how he wants us to maintain those relationships, build on those relationships, nurture those relationships. And the person I want to highlight today is Libby. Libby is in her 70s. She's the owner of this land. She is the person that God had given a vision to, 6, 7 years ago, if not longer. And she had shared that vision with other people that had come in, other pastors, other NGOs that have come in, and nobody really looked at her and took her seriously. And she came to us and talked about her vision that God had given. And it's the same vision that God gave all of us. And so we received her with thanksgiving, knowing that she was a gift of God, but in the same sense, realizing this is a woman that had been praying and wanting to do something for the Lord, and just training people, loving people, feeding people. And here, God gave her us. And that is so exciting, because it's a mutual gift from God to both of us in how he is showing us his purposes and his plan. And we're all so excited to just work together. And we just wanted to share those highlights, which I know we'll have many more, because there's lots of people that God has blessed us with, and relationships that have been built that should have taken at least 10 or 15 years. And here, we're just a year. So we just want to thank you, because you guys are part of all that, because God has given us incredible relationships with you, and He's prompted your hearts as He's prompted our hearts, and we're all in this together. And I'm so excited, and I pray that this is an inspiration to you as well as to us as we share. And we look forward to hearing stories of how God is using you in your neighborhoods and in your villages and in your churches, because we're all about doing God's kingdom work and not ours. We love you greatly, and we thank you and appreciate you.
Thanks all.
And this is the quirky part of doing movies. We got to get up because we don't have anybody taking this movie. So you're going to see our quirkiness and our age.
So right now we are traveling down the road into New Hope Farm. Grass needs to be cut. We wanted to do something a little bit different this month. We wanted to share with you from a video standpoint all of the things that are going on here. So we're just now entering into the farm. It's a little bit of an overcast day today, but yeah, this will clear up shortly. It'll be hot and sunny again today. So yep, just coming into the farm, and going to show you a few other things as we go along. I'm just giving you another little shot of New Hope Farm, and here you can see off in the distance one of the round buildings. That's going to become kind of like a little storage area, or possibly even a guest house as people come to visit here. And then this is the building that we've been working on. You can see that the roof is level, but the building isn't quite level. That was part of the problem we were running into. The original builder wasn't exactly the best when it came to dealing with building. And then what I'm standing in front of right here, you can see the trenches and this watered area. The watered area is our first planting of asparagus, and so we're hoping that we're kind of experimenting a little bit with asparagus because they've not grown it here very much before. And so, yeah, this area is hopefully in the very near future, because you can see the maize is not doing very well. Like we mentioned before in our last newsletter, there was a lack of rain, and I think we can be pretty much honest now to say that we are in a drought. We're heading for dry season, and March and April, actually February and March, should have had significant rain, but we haven't had much at all. And so we're heading for dry season with not a lot of moisture in the ground. It is a bit of a sad picture right now. So that is our builder Bob, who's working on the block work right now. And this is what he's working on right now is the pump house. And the pump house is where all of the solar batteries and the pumps will be. Security is a major issue here, so Bob is working on that. He's also the one who worked on and has been working on our other building that we started out with here at the Ministry Center at New Hope Farm. So just wanted to get Bob into the picture. So this is Daniel working on the trenches for the piping. And of course we've got the little inspectors behind. So say hi, Daniel. Hi. Yeah, the guys that are here are very hard workers, and we appreciate them greatly. So this is Mofet. He and his wife Joyce. Joyce is in the background. Wave, Joyce. Go ahead, carry on. So he's been helping out too. So they live here at New Hope Farm, and he's helping with the mixing. So he's doing all the mortar for Bob.
amagi katineke yayi nizo kaidi nkaiwera tipaseze na penganengo.
So that's Libby. She's sharing with Joyce.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is MOFAT working on or getting water out of our so-called dry borehole. This was 115 meters down, and you can see he's using a special bucket that we actually made here in order to draw water out. It's a 6-inch pipe, so it's kind of hard to put a bucket down there. So we built this little borehole bucket, and so what was supposed to be dry, 115 meters deep, 9 inches around. We do have a 6-inch casing on there that goes down, about 8 meters, and the rest of it is the 9-inch hole. And that 9-inch hole now holds about 18,000 liters of water, which again was supposed to be dry. But a good friend of ours, the owner's son, Humphrey, began praying and asked the Lord, Lord, what in the world is going on? Why is this so? And it shouldn't be. And so he prayed, and God provided. And so we, as we go around, the area that I'm kind of pointing us to right now, just out to the field here, just past the cassava plants in the middle there, is the new borehole, which we hit water at 20 meters. They drilled to 50, and they said there's plenty of water there. So God is providing. This is almost, as Renee would say, this has become like the land of Goshen, and we are praying that that's what it is like. So, yep, that's what God is doing here in this area. So as we leave New Hope Farm, just really hope that you enjoyed the little snippets that we've given to you. We are so looking forward to what God is going to do in this place, as far as training goes, and as far as discipling individuals. To love Jesus more, that's our whole emphasis here, is to show people the love of Jesus. So, hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully we can do this again with you.
It's on now.
Hey everybody, just as you can see in the background, the drillers are here. You can probably hear it a little bit. We're down about 12 meters. Need to go 40 or 50, and Lord willing, we'll hit water. So thanks again everyone for praying. Just appreciate your support behind us. So keep praying. Thanks again.